Throughout history, there's been a consistent narrative that the United States has a right to intervene in the affairs of other countries. This idea is known as the Monroe Doctrine. It was first established in 1823, and it basically said that the Americas are off-limits to European colonialism. Any attempt to interfere would be considered an act of war. However, the U.S. has a long history of intervening in the affairs of other countries, often for economic reasons. For example, in 1904, the U.S. sent troops to Panama to help them build a canal. But this intervention was not about protecting the Panama Canal. It was about giving American businesses access to the riches of the Caribbean and the Pacific. Similarly, in the early 1960s, the U.S. intervened in Vietnam. At the time, Vietnam was a communist country, and so the U.S. wanted to contain the spread of communism to keep the country as a free market economy. But this intervention was not really about stopping the spread of communism. It was about keeping Vietnam as a cheap source of labor for American businesses. In both of these cases, the Monroe Doctrine was invoked to justify American interventionism. But the real reason for the intervention was always about money. American businesses wanted access to the resources of other countries, and they were willing to use the power of the U.S. government to get it.